goes across my cheek. Sit down there. I do as I say, settling myself on the outdoor air conditioning unit. The man lowers his gun, but keeps it in hand. Well, we'll wait here for a bit. For how long? He lets out a rueful chuckle. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Well, if we wait like 3 more hours, then you're totally fucked, dude. I decide there's no point in trying to fight with him. For now, I have to hope he's telling the truth, and whatever's coming will help me get my memories back. Nothing much, just laying down in my bed because I'm lazy. But that's like the best feeling, though. Just, laying down, relaxing. If I don't know my past, how can I know what to do about this Canaan stuff or anything else? I stare up at the sky as I wait for whatever this assassin is waiting for. The silence between us is suffocating. Finally, I can't take it any longer. Hey, so I think this is yours. I hold out the notebook I picked up earlier. This man's surprise is plain on his face. Where did you get that from? I saw the pictures inside. He snatches the book out of my hand. Don't shoot me for it, dude. Not to mention he's aiming under the lung at the worst possible worst possible situation is lightly grazed the left ventricle. Oh, okay. Words, anatomy, and stop. Maybe a keep out. Maybe a keep out would happen after this. I don't know, Vivo. We will see. Then he flips through it, looking sad. I'm afraid that another agonizing silence is about to descend when he speaks at last. This is a picture of me and my childhood friends. Oh, his voice is low and quiet. We were inseparable back when we were kids. The boy here, he liked to fiddle with machines, always doing things like taking apart radios and whatnot and putting them back together. He was a total bookworm too, so he got picked on a lot. But I was always there to save him from the bullies. Hell yeah, piano! But is this like real life amnesia memories? Well, there's not a ton of hot dudes, and 2 of them are not trying to kill us at every given moment. All of a sudden, there's a guy this guy's in a sharing mood. I guess. I can feel his aura of murderous rage starting to abate. The girl here was the same age as us, but she felt more like a big sister. Whatever stupid things my other friend and I got up to, she was always willing to laugh it off. I decided to stay quiet. What was her name? So was this some sort of love triangle? What was her name? What was her name? I asked, curious to know more. Kotoni. We dated when we were in high school. Oh, wow, but I get the impression from that picture the other boy must have liked Kotone too, right? The gunman's eyes widened. You're very astute. Call it a woman's intuition, I say proudly. I then asked the obvious follow-up. So what happened to you two? I dumped her. Fucking wow, right? I plan on midwife nursing. Huh. Nice. The man carefully slips the notebook into the pocket inside his jacket. How come, I ask? I felt it was for the best. Did you want to make the other guy happy? Is that why? Oh no. He lets out a little chuckle, then stands up and brushes the dust off his pants. He looks strangely lonely. This is the strangest kidnapping Maria has ever experienced. Considering she can't remember the earlier kidnapping, I guess so. Archie could hear ambulance and police sirens wailing on the main road. That is sweet. It is very sweet. He looked down at Hitomi, slumped on a park bench beside him. You're sure you're not hurt? He asked quietly, offering her a bottle of water. Nah, I'm fine. Look at me. Just a little dust and a few bruises. I'm okay. Flesh wounds, flesh wounds. I'm okay. Hitomi took a sip from the bottle. Thanks. I think I've managed to calm down some. Some of the color had finally returned to her face. So, Archie began hesitantly, inside that minivan. Maria wasn't in there. There was a relief in her voice, but also a note of pathos. I got a look through the windshield. There was a man laid out in the back seat, but nobody else. The dark cloud lifted from Archie's face. So, it wasn't your sister? No, I didn't see his face. Just that he was wearing a business suit. Archie felt the tension ebbing from his body. That's good then, that it wasn't her. I'd have been worried. It was a shame about the poor devil who had been killed, though. Who wasn't? Why had he been there? So I guess now we're out of leads. Hitomi murmured. She hung her head. We could try the surveillance center again for now. Wait, somebody was kidnapped? Yeah, Maria's kidnapped at the beginning of the game. They injected her with the UA virus. Then she was let go. And now she was kidnapped. Now she got kidnapped again by the gunman? Yeah. Yeah, pathos is the ability to pull emotion, so I'm guessing they mean sympathy, yeah. We could try the surveillance center again for now, Achi said. It'll probably give us better odds of finding your sister than just walking around. I guess you're right. Shall we then? Hold on. Achi had a sudden flash of inspiration. My house is a lot closer from here. Maybe I should ask my dad if we can check the cameras from home. You can do that? We have the same system at our house. I'm sure my dad will let us use them. But then again, your dad's store got robbed, apparently. Woo, you're back with pizza? Hell yeah. What kind of pizza, Blondie? The two got up and headed for Endo Electronics. Well, that's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot, Z-boy. Achi decided to let his father know they were coming. He turned on his phone as they walked along. He had it turned off for a while, so he checked his voicemail. There was one message. Wondering who might have called, he played it back. Is this Achi Endo's personal cell phone? This is Dr. Sakai from Shibuya Central Hospital, a heart specialist, and Suzune's attending physician. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Achi's expression stiffened. He pressed the phone closer to his ear. No, 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 no. There's been a sudden change in Suzune's condition. I tried calling your home as well, but got no answer. Nope, nope, nope. Achi felt the edges of his vision growing dim. As her brother, it would be good if you can come to the hospital as soon as possible. It's... No, 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 no. Achi? Hitomi's voice was full of concern. Sorry, I just gotta make a call here. No, 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 no. Fingers trembling, Achi dialed his house. The phone rang several times before switching over to the answering machine. Damn it. Where the hell are you, Dad? What's wrong? Hitomi asked. It's Suzune. It sounds like things have gotten pretty bad. Well, then we need to get to the hospital right away, Hitomi said. She sounded as anxious as Achi was. We can't go yet. Achi shook his head quietly. First, we have to save your sister. Always putting others before him! Stop! Hitomi bristled angry at that. What are you talking about? She grabbed Achi by the arm and shook him. She became unstatuified right now. Right now, you need to be thinking about your sister. I can't. I made a promise to Suzune. I promised to help people and see things through to the end when something important is on the line. He struggled to get the words out. If I break that promise, then I really am no good to her. But Hitomi didn't look like she was going to back down. Oi, get back here! A threatening shout rung out from nearby. Achi looked around, startled, and saw a boy about high school age bolting from behind a building on the side street. Several slightly older young men were hot on his heels. Achi knew their faces all too well. They were all members of S.O.S. They caught their quarry just before you could make it out onto the main road. Gotcha, newbie. So the kid they were after must have been a member too. Let me go! Oh, we'll let you go, alright. After you pay up. One of the young men snatched the boy by the collar and shoved him against the wall of a nearby building. Ow, the boy's face scrunched up. What are you talking about? Playing dumb, huh? Interjected one of the onlookers. We told you that members all have to pay monthly dues. Yeah, what kind of fucking club is this? This is a terrible gang. Who has to pay monthly dues? Whoa, Ace J! Thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, this is a fun situation. The purpose of getting to call yourself S.O.S. don't come free after all. That doesn't make any sense. What do you guys have to pay? Pay college tuition? Archie felt his blood boil. S.O.S. was trying to pull a shakedown on this new kid under the guise of calling it dues. Slaying for extortion. It would have been unthinkable for them to do something like this back when Archie was running the show. Hey, he barked. Let the kid go. He marched toward the group. Say what now? They turned to look, their faces immediately going pale. Oh, hey Archie. Let him go. Archie focused his glare on the fellow holding the kid until he released his grip. You guys are always going around doing stuff like this. Is this actually real? Yes. I feel like it is. Like this kind of situation, yeah. People are this much of assholes in real life. None of the gang members answered. They merely turned their gazes glumly to the ground. Hey, Archie turned to the younger boy. Since when have they been doing this? But of course he realized there was no way the newbie would be able to tell him. Never mind, you can go, Archie gestured toward the main road. The boy was quick to run off. What kind of gang has to pay monthly dues? That sounds weird. They actually don't have to pay monthly dues. They're just trying to get money out of him. They're doing extortion. Archie waited until the boy was gone before turning back to the others. Does Susumu know you're going around collecting dues like this? He asked. Man, we don't gotta tell you that, one of them muttered. Not since you deserted. What'd you just say? Archie leaned in close, getting right in the guy's face. He was met with a defiant sneer. This ain't the old S.O.S. anymore. Not the old S.O.S.? Archie thought back to the other gang member he'd run into earlier with a malicious gleam in his eyes. That guy, pretty sure he said his name was Kiru. Back when Archie had been with S.O.S, he never let a guy like that get away with acting all high and mighty. Suddenly, Archie heard a voice from behind him. Well, well, if it ain't our legendary founder. He's fucking... Hitomi? Hello? An instant later, he took a hard blow to the side of the head. I was just looking for some small fry, but it looks like I landed me a big one. Kiru. Archie's head swam, but his vision fading in and out. Before he had a chance to recover, something smashed into his knee. Hitomi? Hello? He laid crumbled on the ground, unable to retaliate as kicks and punches rained down on him. Well then, even after Archie could no longer move, the beating didn't stop. He's fucking dead! His ruptured eardrums could barely make out the sound of Hitomi screaming. Alright, bad end already. Hitomi, run. With his final plea silenced before it reached his lips, Archie felt his consciousness battered away. Jesus, I know, right? Fucking Jesus. The dude's already dead. What are you beating up? A corpse. Kiru's ambush. That person said something that changed what Kiru did. The individual question needs to say something different to ensure Kiru doesn't go to Dokinzaka. Minori Kawa, maybe? Because he does want to meet the people of S.O.S. I'm thinking him. Toyama's suicide. The dude's fucking fine. Minoru Kawa needs to get back to the editing office right away. But despite the urgency, he barely stumbled along. That's the bad ending? Oh my god, yeah. He was swaying on his feet, only half aware of where he was even going. No, this is all some sick joke. He just couldn't accept that Toyama was dead. He let out a lifeless sigh. A cynical smile crept onto his face. The man always did insist on having his own way. But killing himself? Back when he was still a novice reporter, Minoru Kawa had written a piece about a middle-aged girl. Yeah, that makes sense, Chrissy. A middle school girl who committed suicide. The school had made a statement denying that bullying had been a factor. Bull fucking shit! And so most of the media had reported that she had suffered a nervous breakdown over entrance exams. But something about the case had kept nagging at him. Had her death really been a suicide? The more people he interviewed about the incident, the more his doubts grew. The city news editor, however, would not allow him to conduct a follow-up investigation. And the reason why was simple. This was the sort of thing that happened every day. They couldn't waste time on a case that was already on the books. Yeah, but it's an issue that's never talked about. God damn, it's an everyday issue, but nobody ever talks about it. It was more important for a reporter to find news stories than to squander time engrossed in a case that was old news. Norikawa understood the editor's decision well enough, but that didn't mean he had to like it. He'd been sulking up on the roof, slowly nursing a cigarette, when the paper's local news copy editor, Toyama, happened to drop by. Did I say no to the follow-up interviews? Toyama asked. About that girl's suicide? Aww. But that's another story for another fucking time. What do you mean? How many more stories? This game keeps hinting at a fucking sequel. Yeah, Minorikawa expelled a plum of smoke along with his sigh. Nothing tasted quite as bad as a cigarette when he was down in the dumps. So, what are you going to do? I'm not going to do anything, Minorikawa said. Editor told me no. Oh, editor said not to. You sound like a child. The rebuff made Minorikawa's temper flare. There are other interviews to do. I want to follow up on this, but there isn't any time. Oh! Oh, shit? Okay. You dumbass. Toyama hauled off and hit him right across the face. What happened to I write what I feel in my heart? That's the one thing I refuse to look back down on. What happened to the guy who used to bitch at me like that? Toyama's words hit their mark with a painful precision. The interviews aren't over until you have what you need. No, you refuse to let them be over. You go after the truth no matter what anyone tells you. Isn't that what being a journalist is all about? Yeah, pretty much. Minorikawa scrawled in chagrin? Whatever. The man was exactly right. Until you have what you need. Those words have stuck with Minorikawa ever since. In fact, he quit the paper to become a freelancer because he couldn't do his job the way he wanted while trapped in that hierarchy. Or hierarchy. There you go. Hierarchy. Not hierarchy. Hierarchy. Well, oh wow, power move right here. Fucking power move. Now he wondered, what if Toyama hadn't killed himself? But had instead been the victim of a terrorist attack. But considering the idea for a moment, he thought bitterly, so what? The reasons and the details hardly mattered at this point. What mattered was that Toyama was dead. Minorikawa sat down listlessly and stared up at the sky. The blank swath of blue made him feel all the more worn out. Just what had all the days been running around been for? He felt so empty, so hollowed out by loss. He felt, all his motivation had drained away. He had no idea what he should do next. I don't know. His shoes are still ugly to me. Yeah, they're not good looking. Hey, Minorikawa, what should you do? He tried to listen to his inner voice. Stand up, you need to forge ahead. Stand up, right now you just need to forge ahead. Yeah, that was his only option, really. He couldn't just let things end like this. And he still didn't have what he needed for his article, so Minorikawa took a deep breath, readying to get back on his feet. Before he could, however, a young man stumbled across his path, taking a nasty fall on the pavement. Ow! Ow! Damn, that hurts! The youngster scrambled back to his feet and turned to Minorikawa with a snarl. What are you looking at, pal? The young man clutched a piece of timber like a club. There was a nasty gleam in his eyes. I'm not looking at anything. Minorikawa sighed. I just happened to be looking in your direction. Shut your yap. Apologize, bitch. Now. The punk raised his cudgel. What for? You tripped me, man. And you gonna apologize for that? You didn't look where you're fucking going, dude. Not my fault. The kid had stumbled all on his own, but that was probably too embarrassed. But he was probably too embarrassed to admit it. Guess he's gotta vent his anger at someone. Listen, kid, Minorikawa said, it's not my fault you're such a klutz. The hell you just say to me? You got a death wish, pal? With a murderous glare, the punk advanced on him, brandishing his weapon. Hey, Minorikawa said, is it fun hitting people with that thing? Bring it on. Oh, okay. He actually did. The punk swung his wooden club without a moment's hesitation. It struck Minoru Kawa on the shoulder, knocking him off balance. Whoa! What, you call me fucker? Whoa, okay, really don't bring it on. Nah, man, it's too late for takebacks. Oh. Okay. Heh. Good to get a little warm before I take down that other bitch. Weapon still in hand. Okay. That's not what I should have said. Alright, we're gonna actually go back. Oh my god, that looks like my fucking principal. Hey, are you okay? Minoru Kawa stirred to find Kimuzuka at his side. Once again, the man had impeccable timing. Do you need a ride somewhere, sir, maybe? Could I ask him politely? Yeah, I do. To the hospital. Well, I didn't think that was actually going to happen. Jesus with wood. Pummeled. Okay, so he shouldn't be confrontational with him. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I escaped my mother. What did I miss? You missed Minoru Kawa getting the shit beat out of him. Hey, little dragon, how are you? Oh my god, hi. Sorry, Caps Lock, it's no problem. Is it fun hitting people with that thing? The corner of the punk's mouth curled up. Oh yeah, real fun. Only a dumbass beats people with their bare hands. You just wind up hurting your fists. Feels bad, man. If you're gonna enjoy some violence, you gotta have yourself a little weapon. Aha, I see. In that case, maybe give it a rest with that stick, yeah? Huh? What for? The punk scrawled in irritation. Don't get me wrong, Minoru Kawa said. I'm just saying there have to be better weapons than that. Something that could take a man down in a single blow. The kid stopped to consider Minoru Kawa's words for a moment. I get ya. Yeah, you might be right about that. And I think I have just the thing. May as well go with my usual. He tossed the piece of wood on the side of the road. Don't you go anywhere until I get back. Got it? Yeah, sure thing. Minoru Kawa watched as the punk headed back the way he come. Man, he murmured, what a dumbass. Looking around, he spotted a taxi parked close by. A gun? Yo, if he fucking gets a gun, man. What the hell? No, it's my principal, Greg. What's up, bro? It was Kimuzuka. Do you need a ride, sir? Kimuzuka asked. All politeness as he opened the back door. If you're heading to that publishing office again, I can get you there in 10 minutes. Kimuzuka's driving was smooth as always. How come this guy always knows where I am? Sorry, I talk more, but I'm listening to you while I'm playing a game. It's alright, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm glad you're actually just tuning in anyway. You're an idiot, boy. A gun? Yo, if he gets a gun, bruh. Archie's dead. There was some big explosion earlier, he explained. The main roads are all gridlocked. Yeah, Minoru Kawa muttered. I was there when it happened. Oh, wow, really? I'm glad to see you're not hurt then. Still, what a terrible thing, that minivan. I hear someone was inside it when it exploded. I'm not sure if you were aware. Yeah, I'm aware. Oh ho, nothing gets past a reporter like you, I see. Kimuzuka flashed Minoru Kawa an approving smile through the rearview mirror. It's gun time, TM. How much have you heard then? Rumor has it that the person who died was a middle-aged man. Oh, huh. Well, you taxi drivers tend to hear quite a bit ourselves. Sorry, gotta go. Don't worry. No need to apologize, Blondie. Thank you for coming, man. But Minoru Kawa just cast his eyes down forlornly. You look tired, sir. Yeah, I guess so. His reply was barely audible. Suddenly, someone rushed onto the street right in front of the cab. Look out! Okay. There was a heavy thunk as the taxi cab crashed into the pedestrian. Is he okay? Archie, you good? Screeching to a halt, Kimuzuka and Minoru Kawa jumped out of the vehicle to find the young man splayed on the street. Hey, taxi driver, the driver called. You alright? The fallen pedestrian was practically still as a kid. And he wasn't moving. Kimazuka hunkered down, jostled his shoulder. Then his expression stiffened in alarm. Minoru Kao checked the young man's pulse, but could not detect any heartbeat. Are you fucking joking? No, Kimazuka said. Tears began to well up in his eyes. Oh, fun, motherfucker. God damn it. Minoru Kao turned to him in surprise. You know him? You knew him? I did. Kimazuka cradled the young man in his arms. I'm sorry, but you have to find yourself another taxi, he said. I'm going to turn myself into the police. Looking down at the boy's unmoving form, Minoru Kao felt a pang of guilt. No, he said, I'm the one who's been asking you to drive around so recklessly all day. From the S.O.S to a car, Achi is just not having a good day today. This is all on me, too. But I'll go with you to the cops. The two men decided to head to the station together to surrender themselves. There probably wouldn't be time to work on writing an article while they were being interrogated, but that was just how it'd have to be. This was the right thing to do. Minoru Kao just had to keep telling himself that, knowing that it was the truth. Okay, Achi, don't run plainly into streets. Okay, look both ways before you cross the street. Surrender to the police. Major oof, guys. Major fucking oof. Holy shit. Wait, does he look different? Yo, his clothes are dirty. Yo, I love how this game changes the characters on the main screen after something major happens. That's great. That's honestly great. Oh, wow, we have, like, people here. 21 people, according to OBS. Thank you, people, for all tuning in. I really appreciate it. Great, another fate to change. I know, right? Oh, wow, we have, like, people here. Yeah, I know, right? He's got pig pen dust all over him. Chrissy's always surprised when she even has, like, one person in her stream watching her. I don't know why I refer to myself in the third person right there. But, you know, I'm surprised people watch me in general, so I'm grateful for anything. Yeah, this doesn't come free, you know, fam. Ugh. I'm some asshole in S.O.S. Ugh. Ooh, oh no, we gotta let the guy go. Ooh. No, just run along, okay? Don't get hit by a taxi like I did. Ooh, okay. Wait, no, we're not done yet. Why does the guy on the right look like an Asian version of one of my favorite history teachers back in high school? Oh my god, Kashenko, what's going on? Because you're cool. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate that. Okay, they ain't the old S.O.S. anymore, fam. Okay, yeah, other guy named Kiru, here he comes, bitch. That guy, I'm pretty sure he said his name was Kiru. Back when Achi was with the S.O.S, he never let a guy like that, like, yeah. You wouldn't let the guy act like a cocky asshole. Now it seems like all these young fellows are ready to follow suit, eager to take him down a peg. The old news pal, ain't your business to tell us how to do things. Achi felt a confusing flood of anger and sadness that he couldn't quite control. I'm not messing around here, you guys. He grabbed the nearest punk by the collar and hefted him up in the air. Then someone shouted from behind him, "Hey, what are you doing?" Achi put the guy down, turned to see Susumu. Susumu? Okay. Just dropping him here. Hi. Standing there. Mind telling me just what's going on here, Achi? Susumu flashed his underlings a sharp glare. They immediately took to their heels. Achi was about to let, no. We need to talk to Susumu. Just what the hell was going on with S.O.S? Achi needed to talk to Susumu. I asked what was going on here. There was a threatening note in Susumu's voice. That's what I want to know. What the hell's happened to S.O.S, man? Susumu's face twisted with displeasure. You're an outsider now. That's none of your business. I don't give a damn if it's my business or not. When I left you in charge of S.O.S, You shut your damn mouth, Susumu roared. Yeah, that's right. You left me in charge. So, don't you dare give me any lip now about how I run things. His sudden ferocity left Achi at a loss for words. You're not the one busting your ass out here. I am. Susumu stalked toward Achi, his face red with emotion. I've had to work so hard to keep things going with you gone. Do you have any idea what it's been like? Do you know what I've had to put myself through to keep S.O.S together? There was nothing Achi could say to that. He just kept his mouth shut and let Susumu talk. You were gone. I thought maybe I could do things like you did. All at once, Susumu seemed to deflate a little. He hung his head, hiding his face. And if I couldn't be like you, then... Hey man, I get it, I'm sorry. But Susumu kept his face averted. Please, he muttered. Stay out of our business. Oh, bye. You kind of have a cool jacket. Then he turned on his heel and headed off without looking back. Achi watched him leave, feeling a painful sting. That's sad. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Holy shit. Achi, Hitomi asked after Susumu was gone, are you sure you're okay leaving things like this? Achi shrugged heavily. Susumu said he's doing what he can. It's not my place to butt in. He turned his back on Hitomi. He still needed a moment. Achi, you're being unreasonable. About what? He felt like he'd been wounded to his very core and he wasn't sure what to do about it. You want to help people who are in trouble, right? Hitomi asked quietly. Yeah, I guess. Achi's voice was glum. Well, I'm in a whole lot of trouble right now. Yeah, I know that. No, Achi, you don't. Hitomi's tone was clipped and firm. Please go to your sister. What are you talking about? That doesn't matter now. Yes, it does. Hitomi's shout stopped him in his tracks. Achi, right now the thing I'm having the most trouble with is that you won't go to the hospital. Don't you get it? How can I possibly be happy with you helping me if you have to sacrifice your own sister to do it? Achi couldn't answer that, and he knew it. Please go to the hospital. I'm asking you to, and I'm definitely someone in trouble, so it doesn't count as breaking your promise, right? I appreciate that, Achi said softly. So yeah, how about we drop by the hospital for a bit? The emotions Achi had been trying to hide now came welling to the surface. Well, we'll go see Suzune, and after, then we can go look for your sister. Would that be okay with you? That would be more than okay with me. Bad end, watch! At long last, Hitomi smiled at him. Back in sync with each other, Achi and Hitomi headed to the hospital. Oh my god, here we fucking go, Suzune. In before keep out. Come on, here we go. Here we fucking go. This is a nice hospital building. What kind of bills are we getting from here? Shibuya Central Hospital is one of the foremost general hospitals in Japan, outfitted with the top-notch medical facilities and staffed by highly skilled personnel. Yep, they definitely charge a lot here. Individuals like Suzune with rare blood types were sent to the hospital from far and wide because of its cutting-edge hematology center. Hematology center, yeah. Achi asked Hitomi to stay in the waiting room while he headed on into the hospital proper. From the visitor's entrance, he passed by the nurse's station that entered the cardiovascular medicine section and walked along a row of examination rooms. Oh, there's a little kid here. He walked by the first room as quietly as possible, catching sight of a mother and daughter sitting together in chairs in the hallway. I thought that was a fucking boy. Okay. The mother was crying softly. Oh, Takuya, he's only 15, she murmured under her breath. The name Takuya didn't ring a bell. It was the only 15 that got a reaction of Achi. Only 15. He couldn't imagine anything good coming after that. Why are the lights off? Despite the hospital being one of the top-notch hospitals in the country, They just can't pay the electricity bill, so they have to like keep it to a minimum, you see. To be crucially taken away, not crucially, to be cruelly taken away when one was still so young. Archie could feel the woman's pain as deeply as if it were his own. I feel like it's about to be your own in a second. When he reached Suzune's room, Dr. Saiki, the attending physician, explained her condition. The doctor did his best to keep his explanation simple, but Archie was too worked up to process much of what he said. Hey, man, what's up, man? Dramatic effect, dun dun. He did manage to wrap his head around a few things. His sister is going to die. At around 10 o'clock that morning, Suzune had a seizure. Oh, shit. For a while, it had been touch and go, but finally her condition had stabilized. Hello, Kilo, hello. However, since she hadn't regained consciousness yet, she wasn't allowed any visitors. That was the gist, as far as Archie could tell. What's your father doing today? He still hasn't come by, Dr. Saiki said. Archie wasn't sure what to tell him. It was certainly odd. There was no way his father wouldn't have rushed right to the hospital if he heard Suzune had taken a turn for the worse. I'll give you a call once she's woken up. For now, you can head on home for the day. All right. Please keep a close eye on her, doctor. Somberly, Archie went to find Otomi in the waiting room, but she was gone. As per usual whenever you leave the bitch alone. Of course she's not fucking here. No more fucking bad news. Too bad, we're gonna get a ton of bad news in a second. Outpatient reception had closed for the day, leaving the hospital quiet. His footsteps echoed softly in the corridors. Then, as he walked along, a peculiar sound drew his attention. It had come from over by the base of a nearby stairwell. Archie took a peek around the corner. Oh my God! That's Stanley and Kanine. No fucking way, folks. No fucking way. Damn, she fucking just yeeted him.